The Oklahoma City Thunder are the most talked about, underperforming small market franchise I've ever witnessed. First of all, they drafted Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. All had them on the same team and had the potential to have all three of them be on the team for a long, long time. Ended up trading away James Harden, ended up having KD walk away, and ended up trading away Russell Westbrook. And now they're in the full-on rebuild mode. And when I'm saying full-on rebuild, I mean full-on rebuild. There's something like 28 picks in the next 4 or 5 years that they have. First-round picks 4 days from the Rockets with the Russell Westbrook trade. They stole first-round picks from the Suns. They have first-round picks from the Clippers with the Paul George trade. They have so many first-round picks. It is ridiculous. They are set for the long haul. They are set for the future, and they are set for the now. That being said, they're also talked about because some of the players on their team are actually starting to be good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who came over in that Paul George trade, has looked at times like he is all-star, if not all-star plus potential as the combo two guard, the scoring guard, and one of the better young players in the NBA. Lou Dort has been a really good 3-and-D wing, except he's only 6'3", but he balled out when Cliff Paul brought them to the playoffs, and he went up against James Harden, had a really close, almost won, what was it, like game 6 or something sort of performance, and that was the Lou Dort experience. And then they draft Chet Holmgren. So let's go ahead and run over this roster as presently constructed. They have Josh Giddey playing at the 3 as the point forward. I get that he's 6'8", but he's your point guard, period. Let's stop playing around. Let's stop acting like Shai's the point guard. They had Trey Mann listed as a point guard. Josh Giddey, mate, is your point guard out of Australia. Now, I was a little lower on him than I guess the Oklahoma City Thunder were. I had him around 10th last year in the prospects, and I hated the pickup, drafting him at, 6th? And he's proved everybody wrong. He's been a stud. He got hurt for the second half of the season, and the Thunder were taken, so they said, please sit out the entire year. You're playing way too good for us. But he's really impressive as a facilitator, and he's a much better defender than he showed in Australia. He still struggles with shooting. Hopefully that can improve in time, and he's never going to be a great athlete, but he's a really impressive young point guard facilitator, got triple doubles. I think he was one of the younger players to have ever gotten a triple double in his career, and he's shown that he has all the tools to be an offensive weapon. Now, like I said, he's never going to be a great athlete. He's never going to do high-flying dunks, but in a league that is starved, hungry for young point guards and point guards in general, Josh Giddey is perfect for this team. Théo Maledon has been okay out of France. He was a second round pick. He's had some good seasons, had some bad seasons, had good games, had bad games. At this point, he's probably at his best going to be a backup point guard. I don't expect him to be long for the team. At the shooting guard position, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, kind of in that Dejounte Murray sort of tier of player. Really good, gets hurt a lot. Great defender, but he's been focused on honing his offensive game, and he's been supremely impressive, a lot better than I expected he could be. That being said, how good is his peak going to be? He's already 24. Signed that Supermax extension. He's in here for the long haul. What is this looking like? $29 million this year, 32 coming afterwards. He is in it to win it, and hopefully they can start building their team around Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, is it going to be a generational type player? I don't think so. That's one sort of flag that you're going to want to have when you're building around him, when you're starting to say, okay, we're done with the tanking, let's start the actual winning process. But he's still a very good player, definitely has all-star potential, had a very impressive couple of games against the Lakers, couple of game winners. I don't love his three-point shot. It's kind of this slow-moving set shot, but he gets it off with pretty good regularity, and he's a very good, probably 20-plus point per game scorer for the team. Trey Mann came over last year from Florida, right? Florida? Man, am I impressed with his game. He was like a mid-round pick 18. I had him going in the late lottery. I was a little higher on him than others. He's undersized, 6'3", but he's just a bucket getter. Dude can score at will. He's tatted up. He balls out. He's got swagger. He's a really fun player to watch, and I think he's definitely going to be part of this team for the long haul. Aaron Wiggins, excuse me. Really impressive last year. I believe he was undrafted, or he's a 25th pick in the second round, and he just played really good, really solid wing minutes for this team who had no wings last season. They had Lou Dort, who was basically out for a lot of the year, and then nobody else on this team. Yeah, they had no wing players, and then Aaron Wiggins came in out of nowhere and just played really solid for them. Do I think he's going to be anything more than a late end of the bench kind of guy? No, but he was really solid for the team, and a lot of the jokes were Aaron Wiggins is the better Wiggins of the two. Of course he's not, but Aaron Wiggins is a really nice story for this team who has a bunch of really solid players who overperform. Vit Krejci, not really good. Don't expect him to be on the team too long. Just this really big guy who isn't even a shooting guard or a point guard. I don't know why he's listed here. As for the small forwards, Lou Dort, we talked about him. His limitations will always be that he's undersized at 6'3", but he's a really solid, impressive 3 ND prospect. Jalen Williams, a little bit similar, except he's 6'6" with a 7'2" wingspan. Now, I hated that he got picked so high. I think it was pick 11, but they kept mentioning, he's got a 7'2" wingspan. He's got a 7'2" wingspan. He's one of those guys who was a combine warrior, played really well in the NBA combine and leading up to the draft, but you look at the game tape, he wasn't all that impressive to me. Hopefully for Thunder fans, he continues to develop and becomes a very solid 3-and-D wing prospect. I don't think he's going to be anything more than that. Eugene Omoruyi came over from, I want to say, the Mavericks last season. He was one of my sleepers. I really liked his game out of Oregon. He teamed up well with Chris Duarte, and then he got hurt. I think he tore his ACL, but he's a little bit PJ Tucker-ish. 3-and-D guy, tries to bring a little bit of toughness to the team. Hopefully he can continue to develop, work on his game, recover from that injury, and come back as a big, mean enforcer for the team who can still stretch the floor, shooting like 38% from the three-point line. Darius Bazley, one of the more interesting players on the team. Now, first of all, the Thunder had to pick him over Isaiah Roby, essentially the same player, 6'8", not a great shooter, not a great defender, plays the power forward position. They don't have any centers on this team, so they had to pick, okay, who's going to be playing the center position? Is it Darius Bazley or is it Isaiah Roby? Now, Isaiah Roby was a little bit bigger, a little bit beefier, had a higher floor but a lower ceiling than Darius Bazley had. Isaiah Roby is very fundamentally sound, but at the end of the day, he was too good to let the team tank and not good enough to really put them over the top, so they waived him and they kept Darius Bazley, who has a little more upside. Darius Bazley has been... Man, he's been all over the team. They've been giving him starting minutes. They've been giving him backup minutes, relegated him to the bench, where he actually played a little bit better last season. But for the most part, he's been this really great athlete, but a bit of a letdown as a player. He just hasn't really lived up to that kind of athletic potential that he has. He doesn't shoot well, doesn't have a great basketball IQ. He's a very solid player, can come in and give you a little bit of energy, but that's about it. Jeremiah Robinson Earl, pick out of Villanova. I want to say the second round pick 3. It was pick 2. Very similar to Jeremiah Robinson Earl, ironically, a very fundamentally sound power forward who has to play center in today's NBA, so he's going to be an undersized center at 6'9". I like his game, I like his tape. He doesn't have a lot of upside, but he's going to be a very good player coming off the bench, give you solid minutes. Ousmane Dieng, if you followed any of my draft coverage, I am super high on him. He's this crazy athlete that stuck in the Australian Basketball League on one of the worst teams ever assembled. They won like 5 games, and he was really fucking bad for the first half of the season. He just looked out of place. The coaching was terrible. That they never gave him the ball. They never trusted him to do anything. And then in the second half of the season, he kind of came into his own, and he's got a really unique skill set. Great defender, a great athlete, 6'10" with like a 7-foot wingspan, but he's super skinny. A little, dare I say, Chet Holmgren-ish. His shooting really took off in the second half of the season. He looked like he remembered how to play basketball in the second half of the season, and he was one of the highest rated prospects I had coming out of the draft. I had a top 10 grade on him, and the Thunder traded up with 3 picks to take him in the first round, so I expect a lot of development and a lot of attention going into Ousmane Dieng, and I expect a lot of return because he's a very high upside, kind of boom or bust prospect, but I believe in the Ousmane Dieng project. JaMychal Green came over just to get another first round pick. We'll see if he sticks on the team. And the GOAT Pokashevsky, man, it's not that he's been a disappointment per se. It's just he hasn't really developed much at all in, I believe, 3 seasons now going into his career. He's very similar to Chet in build, 7 feet tall, 190 pounds. His skill set is much more similar to Bol as that really freakishly tall guy who can shoot, plays more the small forward than power forward and center positioning, which is weird, but it gives you a lot of length on the team if he ever learns how to develop. A very boomer bust prospect. He just hasn't really put it together yet. He has all the tools to be a great NBA player, give you incredible size, 7 feet tall at the 3 or the 4. He just isn't there yet. As for 7 feet tall big man, look no further than Chet Holmgren. Now, I believe he's closer to 7'1", 7'2", but he's 195 pounds. Now, when the Magic took Paolo Banchero #1 overall, I think Sam Presti should have thought a little bit harder than he did about either taking Chet Holmgren or Jabari Smith. And the way that I break the top 3 of the draft down is this. Paolo Banchero right now is, if you're looking at 2K ratings, he's an 81 with the potential to be an 85. So you know exactly what he's going to be starting day 1, but he doesn't have a lot of upside beyond quality all-star player. Chet Holmgren and Jabari Smith are about a 76, 77 with the capacity to be high 90s. Chet Holmgren's is going to be on the defense. He's going to be an enforcer blocking every shot with his crazy 7'6" wingspan, but he has the capacity to shoot about 40% in catch and shoot opportunities from the 3-point line. Jabari Smith is more Kevin Durant-ish bucket getter. He has a lot more prototypical size at 6'10", like 220-ish pounds, I want to say, but he's a bucket getter. I think I said that already. Really impressive, and I think he had the highest offensive potential upside of the class. Chet Holmgren has the highest defensive potential upside of the class. The Thunder have been needing a center for years and years and years. Now, if they took Chet Holmgren and they kept their draft pick and took Jalen Duren as well, I would have liked that draft class a lot more than what they had. And maybe if you look at it that way, you take Jalen Duren and you take Jabari Smith instead and run those two at the 4 and 5 position. But I'm perfectly fine with them sticking to their guns, taking Chet Holmgren. I'm not going to bash them for it. You just better damn well hope that Chet Holmgren turns out to be a better player than Jabari Smith, because people are going to look back at this draft class and say, damn, what were you thinking? Derek Favors, like I said, came over in the trade for a first-round pick. Probably not even going to be on the team. And Jalen Williams, don't expect much from him. And that is the team, of course, led by head coach Mark Daigneault, who I'm just not very impressed with. He has a couple good ratings in 2K. I just don't see much with him. He's here to develop the team, hopefully put them over the top at some point. But for the most part, don't expect a lot this year from the Thunder. But their future is looking very bright. They're looking like a team that's going to be able to compete in maybe 1 to 2 years. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is at that point. He's as old as Jason Tatum is, so he's right there ready to take the next step. He needs a couple of guys to come along with him. Josh Giddey looks like the real deal after last season, and if Chet Holmgren can give you anything similar to what you expect his peak potential to be, this team is stacked. As for the power rankings, not great, 24th and 30th, but hey, welcome to the NBA. And here at the All-Star break is Team Nikola Jokic and Team Giannis. On Team Jokic is Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Luka, and Trey. On the other side, Stephanie Curry, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, and Joel Embiid. For the reserves is Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving, Bradley Beal, DeMar DeRozan, Jason Tatum, Pascal Siakam, and Zion Williamson. On the other side, Anthony Davis, Paul George, Jimmy Buckets, Karl Towns, Devin Booker, John Morant made his first, and LaMelo Ball probably made his first down there as well. We are horrible. It is what it is. I'm hoping to get a super high first round pick. Might take a Dariq Whitehead with that, and then we'll call it a day. How are we looking stats wise? Solid. Shai's putting up 21. Chet's putting up 21 and 10. Holy shit. That's rookie of the year numbers. Josh Giddey giving us very solid 11, 8, and 6. Lou Dort even very solid 11 and 4. Just the rest of the team, it needs to develop, needs to continue to get better. That's pretty much it. League leader currently, scoring leader is Luka Doncic because he's Jesus in sneakers, no Thunder. Rebounds is Joel Embiid, no Thunder. And assist is Trae Young, no Thunder. Steals is Kawhi Leonard. Blocks is Chet Holmgren. Field goal percentages is a pizza Zubats. 3-point champion is Jordan Poole, no Thunder. And free throw champion is Patrick Mills, no Thunder. Giannis wins MVP. Chet Holmgren, our boy, wins Rookie of the Year 20 and 10. John Wall, 6th man of the year for the Clippers. Nice to see that. Giannis, defensive player of the year. Most improved is Tyrese Maxey. Nick Nurse is coach of the year, and Jacob Park is ugly. All-NBA first team, no Thunder. Probably not going to be anywhere here. Chet Holmgren made the All-NBA third team? Yo. All right. I'll take it. All defensive first team, nobody. Second team, Chet Holmgren yet again. Wow. Really impressive rookie of the year campaign for him. It doesn't look like Ousmane Dieng made any teams. And we were absolutely fucking atrocious. 24 and 58. How do we rank? Do we have the number 1 pick odds? Because we were bad. At 26 and 56. So, oh no, we're 24 and 58. We are the worst team in the NBA. Welcome to Thunder Nation, baby. That's how you do it. Like I said, though, the future is looking very bright for this team. Give them 2 years, and I think you're in legit title contention opportunity. Lou Dort down to 78. What happened? You were an 80. Josh Giddey's been okay. Ousmane Dieng up to a 76. Very solid. 2 20-point per game scores. And, of course, Chet Holmgren. Holy shit. Shooting-wise, we were okay. Shai at 40. Lou Dort only 30. He's had a really roller coaster career for shooting the 3-point. Chet Holmgren okay. Ousmane Dieng really bad. Josh Giddey really bad. Jalen Williams was pretty solid for us. Teo Maledon, Darius Baisley. The GOAT Pokashevsky continuing not to impress. Scoring champion went to Luka Doncic, 30.8 points per game, no Thunder. Rebounds is Joel Embiid. Assist is Trae Young. Steals is Kawhi Leonard. Blocks is Anthony Davis. Field goal percentages is Benjamin Simmons. No Thunder. 3-point champion is Klay Thompson, not to be confused with Tristan Thompson. And free throw champion is Jordan Clarkson, not to be confused with, I don't know any other Clarksons. Team stats wise, were we the worst team in the NBA? Please tell me yes. Second worst offensively. We were the 8th worst, 7th worst defensively, giving us a negative 9.6 point differential. Second worst in the NBA. Worst field goal percentages, worst 3-point percentages, and not bad free throws. Okay, about middle of the pack. I'll take it. Obviously, we had no business words coming into the playoffs, coming anywhere, and it looks like the Raptors with Fred VanVleet win the championship over the Clippers. Yeah, I would not have predicted that. Melo retires, Iggy retires, Rudy Gay, Goran Dragic. Okay, staff retirements, Alvin Gentry. Jersey retirements is Melo and league meetings. Are any of these gonna be fun? No, and no. So here we go. The moment of truth for the OKC Thunder. We have the pick for the number 1. Number 7 is gonna go to Detroit. We're definitely not keeping that one. How does this pan out? Who are we gonna get? Shit. We fell to 5? Bruh. All right, we're gonna have to trade up for sure. First of all, Mark Daigneault, I appreciate what you've done for the team. I need you to get off my team. I'd like to go after Quinn Snyder. I don't know if we have the money for it. I could fire some of these guys. I hired them to be assistant coaches. It is what it is. If I fire them, can we get Quinn Snyder to come over and say, hey, thank you, please join our team. It looks like we have enough, so let's see if he accepts. And he does. Quinn Snyder is going to be head coach of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Really happy about that. On to the NBA Draft Combine. The best man of the class is Namari Burnett, Terrence Shannon Jr., and Caleb Love. Highest vertical, or most agile, is Jalen Bradley and Namari Burnett and Terrence Shannon. Highest vertical is Bryce Thompson and Terrence Shannon and Elijah Fisher. Highest bench press is Adam Sanogo, Chris Livingston, and Kyle Filipowski. And best shot three-pointer is Baylor Sherman and Tyrese Proctor. So we're definitely going after you know who. What I'm thinking is we just get stupid long on this team, draft Victor Wembanyama, drop Chet down to the 4, and have, man, so it'd be Josh Giddey, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Lou Dort, who we could upgrade upon, CHET Holmgren, and then Victor Wembanyama. What a possible team that would be. But we're going to have to move up into this draft. It just is what it is. Who's got the number 1 overall pick? I will trade you whatever you need. Take pick 5, pick 23, and another first-round pick. And there we go. We traded 4 first-round picks to move up, but here we are with the number 1 overall pick, and we are going to be taking the freak from France, Victor. Number 2 to the Spurs goes Scoot Henderson. Nice pickup there to replace Dejounte Murray. Number 3 to the Cavs goes Cam Whitmore. Number 4 to the Knicks, Nick Smith. And number 5 to the Rockets goes Tariq Whitehead. Okay. And I kept the number 21 overall pick. I just wanted to see if anybody interesting would be here for us available. Amari Bailey, Jaron Worley, Jordan Walsh. I think these guys even look remotely interesting. We'll take Jordan Walsh, I guess. Whatever. And man, Victor is going to be an absolute freak for this team. Jordan Walsh is also a 75 overall, 18 years old. A really nice pickup for that. Let's bring everybody back and let's do a little cleanup, a little roster management. So I know that Lou Dort is a fan favorite. I'd like to keep him on this team, but we are going to be looking to upgrade impressively. Teo Maladone's going to be a good enough backup. Josh Giddey's going to be a good enough starter. Shai's going to be good enough at starting. Trey Mann, I think we're going to keep, which means Aaron Wiggins and Vic Krejci are expendable. Get off my team. There we go. Got a couple of firsts for them. Next up is going to be Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, and Jordan Walsh. We're going to have to think about this position. Ousmane Dieng is going to be fine as the backup, but that means we're going to be dropping Chet Holmgren to start over him. Chet's going to be playing the 4. Victor's going to be playing the 5. We need a backup center, or do we? So I think the GOAT Pokashevsky and Jalen Williams are going to go for a backup center. And there we go. Hold on. Wrong button. We're going to get Alpera Sengun, who was originally slated to come to Oklahoma City Thunder, and then he kind of shaded them and said, I don't want to go there. And he's now on the Rockets. Well, he's coming to Oklahoma City Thunder after all. Deal with it, Alpy. We sent them the GOAT Pokashevsky, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, and our first round pick of the 21th pick, Jordan Walsh. So we look at the team now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nothing for us to do. Do we have money? Like, what kind of contracts could I be spitting out here? We got $15 million. We could get a Kyle Kuzma type. Gary Trent would be a really nice pickup. That's interesting. That's interesting. How about we get a better backup point guard? Thank you for what you've done, Teo Maladon, but could I get a better backup point? It doesn't look like it. Maybe we'll pick up Delano Bantan and just kind of let him develop. Trey Jones, maybe. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll send a lot of money out because we have it. Give him a flat contract and pick up somebody who's super young. So 2 things. I forgot that Darius Baisley is a bird rights contract type of player. We're just going to let him walk. And we're going to end up and sign Markelle Fultz. I think this is going to be a great pickup for us. I think he's going to fit right into where Teo Maladon should be. And we have another #1 overall pick on our team. Say goodbye, Teo. Thank you for what you've done. You're super young. You're moderately impressive, but Markelle Fultz is going to be the future of the backup point guard position for our team. Send you away to the Spurs. Get a really valuable pick. Holy crap. And that's going to be it. That's going to be our free agency. Looking at the Nikola Jokic, he goes to the Pacers. LeBron James back to the Lakers. John Morant to the Grizz. Darius Garland back to the Cavs. Kyrie Irving still on the Nets. Andrew Wiggins, not to be confused with Aaron Wiggins, back in the Warriors. And James Harden back to the Sixers on a very affordable contract. Looking at player progression, and this is where we need to shine. Shea is up to a 91. Chet's up to an 85. Victor is already an 82 overall. Josh Giddey made up to an 81. Lou Dort up to an 80. Jalen Williams up to a 79. Alperen Şengün, the team, you know, I'm going to say it. It's starting to come together. Now, do we send them do we send everybody to free throws, or do we send 3 players to untapped potential? Not really sure. So first of all, Shea, what's your potential? 91, we got to bump that. Chet, we got to bump you. Josh Giddey, we got to bump you. So there we go. That's going to be our 3 untapped potentials. Here's going to be a 9-man rotation. Josh Giddey, Shea Gilgeous, Alexander, Lou Dort, Chet Holmgren, Victor Wembanyama, Alperen Şengün, Markelle Fultz, Jalen Williams, and Trey Mann, and Ousmane Dieng. We're going to have to run a 10-man rotation. Sorry. I didn't mean that. And let's drop Alperen Şengün's minutes just a little bit. I understand you're going to be really good for us, but I just don't need my center playing like a million minutes off the bench. I appreciate what you do. Here we are, starting to compete. NBA Power Rankings, how are we looking? We are 9th for NBA.com, 9th for Eric Boner as well. So listen, all right, listen, I wasn't planning on making this trade. I was just playing with Lou Dort, seeing what we could have possibly gotten. This first round pick from the Pistons had 2 stars, from the Wizards had 3 stars, from the Clippers had 2 stars, from the Nuggets had 2 stars, and from the Spurs had 3 stars. So we had so much trade value, and I just had to see what we're able to make, and that's the trade. Who's going to be playing small forward? Who's going to be playing, man, point guard? I don't know what to do anymore. I think what we're gonna do, because just the way 2K works, is that Josh Giddey is more of a small forward in this game. Don't ask me why. That's not what I wanted. So the team is going to instead look a little bit like this. Cade Cunningham is now on the team with Markelle Fultz, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Trey Mann, Josh Giddey, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Ousmane Dieng, Victor Wembanyama, and Alperen Şengün. I did not mean to make this trade. I was just flipping about, seeing what could be done, what I was able to do, and that happened. So let's go have a fun year now. Here at the All-Star break is Team Luka and Team Giannis. On Team Luka is Stephanie Curry, Nikola Jokic, Jason Tatum, and Karl Towns. On the other side, LeBron James, Paul George, Trae Young, and LaMelo Ball. For the reserves is Joel Embiid, Devin Booker, John Morant, Darius Garland made his first Domantas Sabonis, Zion Williamson, and DeAndre Ayton. On the other side, Kevin Durant, Jimmy Buckets, Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, Scott Barnes, Ben Simmons, and DeJounte Murray. Talk about going worst to first. We're 39-10, best team in the NBA. I mean, trading for Cade Cunningham will do that to you. Leading the league in scoring is still Luka Doncic because he is God, no Thunder. Rebounds is Joel Embiid, no Thunder. And assist is Trae Young. Steals is Jimmy Butler. Blocks is Mitchell Robinson. Field goal percentages is Ivica Zubac, no Thunder. 3-point champion is Tim Hardaway Jr., not to be confused with Tim Hardaway, no Thunder. And free throw champion is Jordan Poole, no relation. Yeah, we're a pretty good team, and there's not a lot I'm gonna do because we have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's turned into a stud, Cade Cunningham, #1 overall pick, Victor Wembanyama, #1 overall pick, CHET HOLMGREN, #2 overall pick, Markelle Fultz, #1 overall pick, and Josh Giddey, #6 overall pick, but he's been playing really well. Yeah, we're probably going to win a lot of chips now, and we still have, I think, 22 more draft picks to go. Look, man, you want to play in easy mode, just play with the Thunder, have them trade all their picks for superstars, and you're basically set. That's the wave. Giannis wins MVP. Scoot Henderson wins Rookie of the Year 20-5-5 over Victor, who gave you 16-7. Guess I'm okay with that. Christian Wood is 6th man of the year on the Spurs now. Giannis, Defense Player of the Year. Darius Bazley, Most Improved. Of course, you are Most. No, that's not how it works. You don't have a good season, then a shit season, then a good season, you get Most Improved. No. Nate McMillan is Coach of the Year because that's fucked up. And Jim Steele is that our character? Yikes. All-NBA first team, no Thunder. Second team, nobody. And third team, nobody. CHET HOLMGREN. We're at that point in the rebuild where we have so many good players on the team that they take away from each other's stats because, you know, there's only one ball on the court. Victor Wembanyama, all-rookie first team. And so you just gotta have to make do with what you got. Here we are taking on the Timberwolves, rocking the double big lineup. Gross, I know. Rudy Gobert, Karl Towns, Kyle Kuzma's on the team, Anthony Edwards, and D'Lo. Very solid lineup. How did we do team stats-wise? Probably the best team in the NBA, right? First in scoring. Defensively, we were the 3rd best team, giving us a 12.2 point differential. Best in the NBA. Field goal percentages, 4th. 3-point percentages, not too good, 6th. And free throw percentages, even worse. This is why I always do free throws. 14th. Scoring champion went to buttons. Luka Doncic, of course. It always goes to Luka Doncic. Rebounds is Joel Embiid, and assist is Trae Young. No Thunder. Steals is Jimmy Butler. Blocks is Mitchell Robinson. Field goal percentages is Ivica Zubac. 3-point champion is Darius Garland. No Thunder. And free throw champion is Tyrese Maxey. No Thunder. Yeah, we're a good team. I might say stupidly good, stupidly overpowered, and this probably isn't going to be fun anymore after this season. But hey, we had fun getting up to this point, right? Free throw or 3-point champion, Shai 43, CHET 39, Cade 45, Josh Giddey 37, Victor Wembanyama at 7 foot. We have so much. This team is stupid, okay? There's no other way to put it. There's no other fun to be had. This team is going to be ridiculous for years to come. And we really don't need to do anything anymore other than just simulate. And I might hop in right now just because it's still competitive. Taking on the Blazers. Do we even need to look at the team? Damian Lillard and other. Yep. Who the fuck is Chris Murray? Who? 3-0, 4-0, and goodbye. Taking on the Pelicans. Dyson Daniels, CJ, Brandon, Zion, Jonas. They're an okay team, but we're definitely better. Definitely. 2-0. 2-1. Wow, we lost a game. There goes the 16-0 dream. Now to take on the Nets. Okay. Ben Simmons, Kyrie Irving, Joe Harris, Kevin Durant, and Nick Claxton. Let's see if we can barely eke this one out. 1-1. We're down? We're down? 3-2? Really? Okay, maybe we're not going to win immediately. That's interesting. Here we are going into Game 6. Needless to force a Game 7, winning in the 3rd quarter, going into the 4th. Very close, very tightly contested game. About an 8-point lead here. If they start to blow it, I'll hop it, but it looks like we're going to hold it. It looks like we're going to maintain. 8 points, 7 points, 9 points, 7 points, 5. Ugh. Got a little bit closer there, but here we are. Game 7, Oklahoma City Thunder. Who wants it all? Who's going to win the championship? Is it going to be Kevin Durant after requesting a trade? Is it going to be the Oklahoma City Thunder after trading for every single good player in the NBA? And we are blowing them out. Look at this lead, 20 points, 10 points. Getting a little close. I'll hop in if we have to. 6 points, 7, 5. We're hopping in. 3-point game, 1 minute, 51 seconds left. Do we have a timeout? We do. Call it. Alrighty then. I don't see Kyrie Irving in the game. I was going to try to bully him. Looks like we have Cam Thomas. So let's go run a pick and pop with Shai and just dominate, just dunk right over Cam Thomas. 5-point game. They need a timeout. Ben Simmons on Cade Cunningham is a really interesting matchup. It's like, oh, who's got a bunch of superstar talent, and then, oh, who has less talent but is just working his ass off to be fundamentally sound. Okay, we got Nick Claxton. Now, he's a great perimeter defender, but does 2K know that? It does not. Cade Cunningham going for the dunk. 112-105. Yeah, Nick Claxton is really good on switches on the perimeter, so the fact that he just lost there. Embarrassing. Gets wrecked. And I forgot we're playing Ben Simmons. I can just sag off. I'll play all the other players. It's 4v5, baby. Let's go. Are you going to set a screen and roll? I'll just go under. What is he going to do? A jump hook? Oh, my God. He missed. Here goes Chet. Running it. 7 feet tall. Crossover. Okay, yeah. Well. Can we run the Chet Holmgren Victor Wembanyama screen and roll? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, you missed. That was awkward. You didn't see nothing. Didn't happen. Okay. Shouldn't be fucking around too much. It's game 7 of the NBA Finals. Kevin Durant for 3. Missed. Nick Claxton. Ball bowed out of bounds words. Yup. Look at that full court press. Look at that full court. Oh my God, it's working. Just kidding. Going around you. Throw it down, Kate. Well, that was embarrassing. Not what you want to see. There's Cam Thomas from the mid. And he misses. There we go. That's game, baby. The Oklahoma City Thunder are your champions. They traded for Cade Cunningham. I know. Give me an oop. Give me something spicy. Yeah, missed. That was embarrassing. Is Josh Giddey ever going to cut his hair? I think that's the real question NBA heads are asking for. Like, the amount of times I see him brush his hair back in a game is ridiculous. Come on, my friend. Get a buzz cut. You can look like a goofy guy from the military or something. It just looks like a mess. You got a mop on your head, all right? What are we even doing here? Why am I missing clutch free throws? What are we, stupid? I'm playing this one out to the championship trophy ceremony because this is probably going to be the only competitive series looking at how stupidly stacked our team is. I'm there. Damn, they're making us look silly here, my friends. That's not what you want to see. Come on, Cade. Don't miss an 88% free throw. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with your quick release? There you go. 4-point game. That should be it. That is all she wrote. 4, 3, 2, 1. And Ben Simmons is going to miss. There we go, baby. Oklahoma City Thunder, worst to first challenge. Best team in the NBA, winning the championship, beating the Nets in a Game 7, win or go home. Chet Holmgren brings success to the team, and somehow we got Cade Cunningham. Don't even ask me. The shortest guy on the team is, I think, 6'6". Freakishly long. Markelle Fultz is like, oh my God, I'm on a good team. What is this like? And here is the championship ceremony, the championship trophy. Somebody's going to stab their hand through it, and it looks like it's going to be Josh Giddey. Look at all these baby faces. My God, the team average age is like 7. There's Quinn Snyder with his lazy eye about to pick up the trophy, and there it goes. Championship in Oklahoma City Thunder. Josh Giddey's hand breaks. Oh no. And the NBA Finals MVP, I'm guessing Chet. Chet's been the figurehead for this team. And there he is, the goofy, scrawny white boy, 195 pounds, dripping wet, wins NBA Finals MVP. Okay, let's get out of here. I'm done with this. I don't need to see highlights for the rest of my life. There we go. Quit. Black screen. Thank you so much. There it is. Chet Holmgren, NBA Finals MVP, 17 and 7, 4 assists. Wow. Almost 2 blocks a game on 50% from the field, 52% from the three-point line. Incredible. And there's nothing for us to do. We're just going to run it back. Al Horford says, I am too old for this. Hall of Fame inductees, Dwight. Jersey retirements, Kyle Lowry, Dwight, Howard, and Blake Griffin. Are any of these rules fun? That's not that fun. No. And I mean, this could be fun, so whatever. Draft lottery. I think we traded away every pick to the Pistons. Look at that. So what do the Pistons have? They have not a lot. They have the number 7 pick and the number 10 pick. Yeah, not great. So I'd rather have Cade Cunningham than a whole bunch of picks eventually down the road. No need to make any changes in the coaching staff. The fastest man of the class is Arvydas Stojic and Oliver Brooks. Most agile is Terry Houston and Dan Simon. It was Frank Queef. Okay. Highest vertical is Rashid Sessions. God. Terry Houston, Jacob Ellis, Ricky Brand, and J.P. Matthews. Highest bench press is Lou Tucker and A.C. Quinn. Best shot three-pointer, Lester Cook and Vlad Rodic. Very interesting. Not going to be doing anything. Did I just sip through the drafts? No? Did it break? Whatever. We don't have any picks, right? I traded literally everything away. We have the number 2 pick in the second round. Good stuff. Give me a first and... Oh, God, I have to do trade manipulation. Hold on. And here at the draft, number 1 overall to the Miami Heat goes Lester Cook, the point guard out of Santa Clara. Number 2 to the Pels goes Jacob Ellis Jr. from Duquesne. Number 3 to the Magic goes Elton Rivers. Number 4 to the Knicks, again, goes Sidney Patterson, 6'8", small forward out of Minnesota. Oh, Minnesota, eh? And number 5 goes Anthony Wilkins. Nobody for us to take, no picks, traded everything away. Not a great draft class. Rookie signing, nobody. This free agent screen is broken. I don't know why it always does this. 2K is dumb, and now it's simming through stuff. I don't know what just happened. What are we simming through here? Did we sim through my team player options? Everybody got accepted. Qualifying offers. Oh, great. We extended Mason Jones. Oh, thank God. What are we going to do with our freaking lives? Does anybody want to come on a mid-level exception? Austin Reeves does. Whatever. Okay, Kobe Outlaw. Come join our team or whatever. Lou Dort. He went out on a trade exception. That's right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're good. We're not doing anything, not changing anything. LaMelo Ball back to the Hornets. Jaylen Brown back to the Celtics. Denver back to the Suns. Tyrese Maxey back to the Sixers. Lonzo Ball back to the Bulls. Tyrese Halliburton back to the Pacers. Nobody is doing anything interesting. Great. I'm so happy this screen is broken. Thank you, 2K, for not fixing your game ever. Player progression. I mean, the team is stupid. This team is literally ridiculous. And are we good? Can I advance? There we go. Preseason power rankings. We are 4th for NBA.com, 4th for Eric Boner as well. Let's check out untapped potentials. Who needs to go what, when, where, and why? Cade Cunningham's on the team. Wow, look at all these 90s. So Josh Giddey definitely needs to go up. I guess we'll do Shea. And who else is oldest? Cade. And that's going to be our untapped potentials. Yeah. Here's going to be the 10-man rotation, same as last season. Cade Cunningham, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, mate, CHET Holmgren, Victor Wembanyama, Alperen Sengun, Markelle Fultz, Terrence Mann, Trey Mann, God, and Jalen Williams. And here at the All-Star break is Team Luka and Team Giannis. On Team Luka is LeBron James, Karl Towns, LaMelo Ball, and DeAndre Ayton. On the other side, Stephanie Curry, Jason Tatum, Trae Young, and Nikola Jokic. For the reserves is Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, John Morant, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, our boy, made his first. Domantas Sabonis, Evan Mobley made his first, and CHET Holmgren way down there. On the other side is Joel Embiid, Donovan Mitchell, Zion Williamson, Scott Barnes, Darius Garland, Jaylen Brown, and Jabari Smith Jr., I believe, made his first. Once again, the best team in the NBA, 44-5. I mean, whatever. There's nothing to even look at. We're going to be incredible forever. CHET Holmgren wins MVP, and he only puts up 18, 8, and 5. I guess, whatever. Lester Cook is Rookie of the Year. 6th man is De'Aaron Fox. 6th man is De'Aaron Fox. Who is he behind? Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved is Nick Smith. Coach of the Year is our boy Quinn Snyder, and that is Jim Steele. What a weird-looking old man. All-NBA first team is Chet. Second team, no Thunder. Third team, no Thunder. All defensive first team, no Thunder. Nobody. Who is De'Aaron Fox stuck behind? I'm just curious. I know the Kings make awful decisions all the time, so it's not going to be a surprise. But he is behind... Really, Davion Mitchell is a higher overall than De'Aaron Fox. That's a thing that happened. You saw the team, 72-10, tied for the Bulls, second best record ever assembled. Play sets wise, doing pretty good. Shea, Cade, Chet, Victor, Markelle, Josh Giddey, Trey Mann, Alpi. I mean, the team is just so freaking good. It's not even funny at this point. 3-point percentages were ridiculous. The only thing we're not great at yet is free throws. I wonder if we're going to be higher now. Points per game, number 1 in the NBA. Points allowed, 3rd. 16.9 point differential, nice. Doubling up the next best team. Field goal percentages first. No, the Pistons, really? They got an interesting team going on there. 3-point champion, we are 4th. And free throws, still improving, but we are 5th. Okay. Scoring champion went to Luka because, of course, no Thunder. Rebounds is Evan Mobley, no Thunder. And assist is Trae Young, no Thunder. Steals is LaMelo Ball. Blocks is Mitchell Robinson. Field goal percentages is Isaiah Stewart, no Thunder. 3-point champion is Moses Moody. Shea at 2. And free throw champion is Jordan Clarksey. What? Okay, taking on the Suns. They traded D'Lo for Cliff Paul. Interesting. Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, DeAndre Ayton, Daniel Gafford. Yeah, we're probably going to spank them. Our team, it's not even funny at this point. Just dominate, destroy, and that is all she wrote. Up 3-1 and 4-0-1. Now taking on the Zions. They have Zion. I don't know if you're aware of that. And that's pretty much it. Brandon Ingram. Afterthought. They have Zion. 2-1. Zion versus Chet. What a weird matchup that's going to be, though. Up 3-2 and 4-2 now to take on the Memphis Grizzlies. John Morant. DeJounte Murray made his way to the team. Chris Middleton. Boy, the NBA is not happy with us. They're making all these crazy moves. But hey, I'll take it. What a weird... John Morant, DeJounte Murray, Chris Middleton, and we're getting 3-1'd. Really? We're getting 3-1'd. I'm trying to go for the 3-peat here. Like, we're 72-10. You realize that, right? We should be killing everybody. No offense. Well, here we are in the 4th quarter. About a 9-point game. Probably going to win this one if we don't choke, and it doesn't look like we do. 126-117. Game 7. Downs 3-1. Can the Grizzlies blow a 3-1 lead? Back in Oklahoma City Thunder, the fans are rocking. John Morant is popping, and they're winning. But now back and forth game going into the 4th quarter. We're going to have to hop in at about 3 minutes left. We have a 9-11-point lead. We are dominating them, blowing them out. What happened? Good night, Irene. That is all she wrote. Oh, my God. It's getting way too close. 7-point game. And there you go. 118-108. We really tried to choke that. Wow. DeJounte Murray, John Morant, Chris Middleton, Jaren Jackson Jr. Kind of a good team, but now taking on the former Eastern Conference champions, Celtics. They still have Malcolm Brogdon. He's playing on the bench. Okay, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, DeAndre Hunter, Robert Williams. At least they're not rocking the double big lineup. You got to give them that. Here we go. 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, and 4-2. That's all she wrote. Victor Wembanyama is Finals MVP. LeBron says, I can't do this, and neither can I, but we're just going to hop through, go for one more season, see if we can complete the 3-peat. All the usual suspects are retiring. League meetings, are any of these fun? I know. Actually, this is fun because their heads don't get cut off, so that's nice. Do we have any picks? I feel like we might. I'm a little worried that we have picks here. And we fell to 5 again. What the fuck, man? Stop doing that to me. That's the second time now we had like top 3 pick and we fell to 5. The fastest man of the class is Victor Roberts and Barney Carlisle. Most agile is Sidney Robinson and Victor Roberts and Arthur Kerr. Highest vertical is Nate Ray and Alan Graves and Joffrey Morgan. I hate people who spell Joffrey that way, or Jeffrey. Highest bench press is Ian Manning and Ronald McKenzie, and best shot 3-pointer is Floyd Valentine and Arthur Kerr. Is anybody good here? Anybody worth trading away a whole bunch of draft picks for just because I can? Let's look at the mocks. Anybody? Cody Taylor's okay? Sure, why not? Let's trade for Cody Taylor because we can. Timberwolves, I have a package for you. Don't take that out of context. I'll give you pick 5 and pick 13 and pick 17 and pick 28. You want it? How about I give you... God, we have so many picks. It's not even funny. The Cavaliers pick. And there you go. Now we have the number 1 overall pick. Who we take? Who? I don't even know who this guy is. Cody Taylor, is that it? Sure. 20 badges. Jeez. How good is he? He's just an 82 overall. It's whatever. Well, we found our backup point guard. I guess that makes Markelle Fultz expendable. Oopsie. Yep. Those contracts are going to be expensive. So, Markelle, I appreciate what you've done. We've won 2 chips with you as our backup point guard. You're going to have to go for essentially nothing unless I want to trade for a better... God, nothing. I can't... There's no way to make this team any better. So just give me a bunch of first round picks in the future, I guess. Thank you, Los Angeles. You have 1 pick and he gave it to us. And you know, get this freaking outlaw guy off the team too. We don't want him. Go away. There we go. Everybody needs a contract. Oof. There we go. Bring the big 3 back. See if we can bring back Trey Mann on a reasonable contract, about $14 million. Be 15, and there we go. Good enough. Fit under the cap. Jason Tatum to the Lakers. Okay. Cade Cunningham back to us. Donovan Mitchell to the Clippers. Karl Towns to the Hawks. Man, what are these teams doing? Anthony Edwards, Evan Mobley, and Jalen Green all going back to their respective teams. Last year, time to complete the three-peat. I know it hasn't been interesting after that Cade Cunningham trade. I get it. At the same time, we're such a good team. What do you want me to do? Not be incredible at what we do? Well, I'm sorry, bucko. Deuteronomy, fat chance. We're going to be incredible. Last year of untapped potentials, and we're going to do free throw this time just because we haven't done it yet. Cade Cunningham's a god, 96 overall. Chet is lagging. So is Josh Giddey, mate. And that's going to be our 3 untapped potentials. Looking at the preseason power rankings, we are 2nd for Eric Boner. 2nd for NBA.com. I don't know why. We have just so much talent on the team. It's not even funny. Cade Cunningham, number 1 overall pick. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 11 overall pick. Josh Giddey, number 6 overall pick. CHET HOLMGREN, number 2 overall pick. And Victor Wembanyama, number 1 overall pick. Cody Taylor, just a random another number 1 overall pick. Alperen Şengün, I believe he's 16th. Still very good. Trey Mann, 18. Jalen Williams, 11. Ousmane Dieng, 11th. Yeah, there's just too much talent on this team. It's gross. CHET HOLMGREN wins back-to-back MVP, 28, 5, 1, and 2 on 40, 87, 43 shooting. Floyd Valentine is Rookie of the Year over our boy. De'Aaron Fox, 6th Man of the Year, still on the Kings. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. And Jalen Duren, Most Improved. He went from 9-7 to 13-11. I don't know, but Quinn Snyder is Coach of the Year of the 71-11 Thunder. Jim Steele is ugly. All-NBA first team is Chet. Second team, nobody. Third team, nobody. All defensive first team, nobody. Second team, nobody. We have nothing. At least we have Cody Taylor on the all-rookie first team. Once again, the best team in the NBA. Not a lot to talk about. We're just going to have to go and try and win again. Scoring champion went to Luka. No, wow, Scoot is 2nd. No Thunder. Rebounds is DeAndre Ayton. Victor at 9. Assist is Jalen Suggs. No Thunder. Steals is Jimmy Butler. Blocks is Evan Mobley. Field goal percentages is Mark Williams. No Thunder. 3-point champion is Nick Smith. Not to be confused with Rick Smith. No, 3-point champion is Larry Strickland. I don't know anybody named Strickland. So, sorry. But look at these freaking Warriors. Josh Primo, Patrick Baldwin, Jordan Poole, Moses Moody. All top 4 of the 3-point champions on the Warriors. Tyrese Maxey is the free throw champion. How do we do? Incredible. Cade Cunningham, a glitch. Shai, a glitch. Chet, a glitch. Victor, a glitch. Josh Giddey, mate. Very solid, but he's the least performing of our big 5 team stats. Number 1 offensively. Number 4 defensively, giving us an 18.3-point differential, doubling up the Warriors as the best in the NBA. Field goal percentages were 3rd. 3-point percentages, 2nd. To the Warriors. The Warriors are a glitch. Holy shit. They're not even that good. And free throw champions, we are 3rd. Taking on the LA Clippers, who we have every single pick of theirs. Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, Jared. They have Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell. It's interesting. But thank you. No thank you. We're going to 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and 4-0 them. 3-1. And 4-1 now to take on the Rockets. Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs. How did Jalen Suggs make it to the team? Reek Whitehead, Jabari Smith, and Onyeka. This is a good team. Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs, Jabari Smith, Onyeka Okongwu. Who was the other guy? Tariq Whitehead. Yeah, that's a really good team. We're better, don't get me wrong, as we lose game 2. Up 3-2 and 4-2, but that's a really good team. Once again, taking on the Zions. I even nerfed Zion into the dirt, and he's still a glitch. That is how highly rated he is in NBA 2K. It's not fair. 1-0, 1-1, up 2-1, 3-1, and 4-1. Now to take on the Pacers. Tyrese Haliburton, Ben Matherd, Paul George returned. Yo, That's a story right there. Day'Ron Sharp is not a power forward. They play Lauri Markkanen at the... okay. Well, they have Nikola Jokic too. And they win game 1. Lose game 2. Wow, they're beating us. 2-2. I might have to simcast this. We may have to hop in. I know. I'm as surprised as you are that we are not steamrolling every team every single possession of the game. I say that we're dominating them. What is this? 139 to 104? Good lord. Cade Cunningham. I mean, we have just too many good players. That's all it is. Here we go. Game 6. We want to win the three-peat. We want to compete and finish it out. Close out the trilogy. And there we go. 138-112. Chet Holmgren wins another NBA Finals MVP. This team was, yeah, it was okay. They were pretty good. What can I say? Not the greatest team ever assembled, but they're okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.